This is the ignorance you like.
Welcome to Irrelevant Ignorance, where sometimes our ignorance isn't always relevant. This is fans only. Feel like the NBA is like, because it's Super Bowl week. But I feel like the NBA is like, just F your Super Bowl.
Right, man, they took over. I ain't gonna lie, and I love the Pats and everything, but this NBA just took.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the Super Bowl.
You know,
Super Bowl birth.
Another one, you know.
I think they're gonna win this one too.
Yeah. My DJ Khaled voice. Another one.
Yeah. All right.
If it's back-to-back losses, and you try and bring up losses in the finals and with the LeBron thing,
Here we go.
All right, but let's just get straight into. I just want to get straight into it because there's a lot that we can talk about right now. But your Knickerbockers set it off.
Knickerbockers.
Them boys, let's just get straight to the trade. They traded Porzingis, Tim Hardaway, Courtney Lee for Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews, and 2 first-round picks. How you feeling about your boys?
I don't like it at all.
No?
Personally, well, let me be clear. I didn't like it at all at first. Because I know initially, as a Knicks fan, I know there's very few out here. As a Knicks fan, initially, Porzingis is that young, rare talent. Unicorn. And we had it. Unicorn, right? Perfect nickname for him. We have it. He's down. He's hurt. As soon as he says something, we get him out of here. I ain't really agree with that because I'm like, we finally got a piece, and it's something that I feel like people would. New York's already a big market, but I feel like a big name will come to play with Porzingis. Dennis Smith, yeah, he's good, but ain't nobody coming to play with Dennis Smith.
I honestly don't even think they care that he's there.
Right. I don't see that's the part that I'm getting to once I calm down.
Yeah.
See, once I calm down, I can see the bigger picture. Then it was better for me. But initially, I'm like, no. And then we sent him to Dallas. He's gonna get to be under Dirk, and he's gonna get to play next to Luka. I'm like, why did we do that?
Luka.
Like, for what? Like, what did we do that for? I was like, where was the upside to it? See, but this is where I got to see the upside. Once I calmed down, because I'm a Porzingis fan, and I was just like, I'm not letting him lead the team for nothing. Personally, I would have threw everything I had at Porzingis his whole career. Me.
His contract was expiring. You extending that max contract off the ACL.
Of
Never
course.
seen him walk.
Of course.
I ain't gonna lie. It's it's too much there, and then it's just like when we seeing where the NBA is going as far as like the stretch bigs, and then people that's just like Jokic and AD, and these people that can shoot and bring the ball inside, and they can just completely play the entire floor. And we had one, and he's young. So I wanted to keep it. But then once I could calm down, and I was angry initially, because I remember I was angry even when we drafted Porzingis, because I feel like we could have got Dennis Smith and Porzingis in the draft.
That was another part. They could have got both.
I was like, I feel like we could have had both of them initially.
That's the funny
from
part
the beginning. But
this was like this was the only good thing that Phil Jackson's era gave y'all, and it's now over.
Yeah, it's over. And I seen something when somebody was talking about like the last time that the Knicks have kept basically a rookie to play out his contract and re-sign him.
Yeah, that was wild.
And it hasn't happened since like the 80s.
That was wild.
Crazy.
That was wild. That was wild.
And then we got a good one.
No, it was before you.
No, it was more
I think
before
it was
then.
after Ewing. It had to be after Ewing because Ewing was drafted. So Ewing's like 80 something. I thought it was like in the 90s. I thought I saw 90s, but I don't know. But the fact that we going that far back alone,
it's crazy.
Was just,
Right? It's just crazy.
Yeah,
with people that they've drafted. But once I could calm down, and I still don't totally agree with it. But once I can calm down, we now have space for 2 max contracts. We got 2. We can get 2 max contracts. We got Dennis Smith and we got DeAndre Jordan,
and potential number 1 pick in the draft.
Right, and potential number 1 pick in the draft, which is Zion. I would figure.
Yeah,
You're in the New York market, so potentially we could have Zion, room for 2 max contracts with KD coming out, Kyrie, and all of this random crazy stuff that's going on. So potentially we could turn out to be a great team next year.
You know what I would do because they clearly going to tell KD. This is why this is going to be a very interesting free agency for KD, and why I have been saying he's going to go to the Knicks, but now it's like super clear to me because now they telling him, you go pick who you want to play with. Go convince whoever. That's going to be easier than the team doing it. KD, you go pick who you want to play with and tell them, come on. And you know what I would do if I was KD? I'm okay with Dennis Smith Jr. So Kyrie, I'm not talking to Kyrie. Kyrie going to Brooklyn.
That too.
Kyrie going to Brooklyn. Go call Clay. Tell Clay, yo, you don't want Draymond all in your videos.
Time out.
Dancing.
Time out.
Who
are you siding with, dog?
What you mean?
We won't Clay in LA.
No. AD's still going to LA. I don't want them in LA. I want Knicks, Lakers in the NBA Finals for the next 5-6 years. And they can swap out who win because at the end of the day, I win. So that works out for me. But I would do that. And then you know why? Because then, boom, draft Zion. Draft RJ Barrett. Now you're looking at Dennis Smith Jr., KD, Clay, Zion, and RJ Barrett. And you didn't go 3 max contracts, so you still got a little money to spend. Hey, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, man.
Once I can calm down, this year, it's over with. We're not getting AD. That's fine. Yeah. Like, I'm not really tripping on that. But, I mean, honestly, AD's not crossed all the way off. Because we're the only other team that he's at least given an option to and not saying it's going to be a rental.
What do y'all
But he's not. I don't think he's going to.
They didn't even want Porzingis, so that's the crazy part.
Well, he talking more maybe signing there. Right?
No, I'm talking more so signing there. But
that's when he really could just go to the Lakers.
Right, but that's why I'm saying I think at the end of the day he's just going to go to the Lakers. But I feel like finally us being a big market is going to show what the 2 max contracts being available.
I know one thing: if they don't get nobody, fire everybody.
Yeah,
if they come out of this with Dennis Smith and he needs to really. This should be the last. Like
this
for
is the
real.
scary thing because that's the only thing for me with the whole situation is dealing with the owner.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dolan has been a pain in everybody.
Yeah. He's literally the reason we don't have LeBron.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he's literally
players don't want to go there because they don't trust what he do, and it's crazy. AD father coming out and like it might be a smoke screen and everything, but it's still like it's true though. What he said, nothing he didn't say was true. Look how they treated Porzingis. Like, look how they treated Melo. Like, it's a lot of things. And Phil had a part of the Porzingis trade, too. I think he basically damaged the relationship from the jump. And it was kind of like a point of no return to me looking at the situation. Because it was like Porzingis was already pissed. And now he just like, he's at the point where, man,
and you can't blame him either. Every year he's in trade talk like he's not your star player.
But he's a star player. They're not letting him do anything. And he feels like he's ready. I mean, clearly he's probably not ready to literally be on the floor, but like at least let him move around, make him feel like he's doing something.
Well, let's get to that point because I know you're dying to talk Luka. So let's just get straight into the Maverick side then, because we did discuss the Knicks and how they're going off of hope. You can kind of say that I feel like they better pray Porzingis is back, because if he's not this year, because he's already ruled out, but just himself, if he's not, they're screwed.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, well, yeah, they gave up. They gave up a lot.
They took back so many bad contracts. All their draft picks is gone.
I love the deal though.
Yeah,
as long as it pans out, like it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
to me, it's like potential. Because Porzingis, when healthy, is excellent big, and
he ain't even reach his.
And you look,
he was excellent big with no help.
It's flashes. You see flashes of what Philly did when they have Ben Simmons playing they one or wherever position you want to put him at, and you got Embiid. Now you look at Dallas. If he can overcome, and Porzingis can overcome the injuries, Luka plays any position you want him to play. 1, 2, 3. You could probably get him at the 4 if you want to. And then you got Porzingis,
Magic Johnson,
oh my God.
For Luka, Magic Johnson, be able to go straight to multiple positions. But I've been preaching with the LeBron AD thing. I really honestly believe you need 2 and a possible. I feel like it's really driven by 2 people, and the Luka and Porzy can really drive excellent. That. They need that extra possible, but they got time to get that. Whatever.
Yeah, and they're young.
And I feel like with them, them both being young, that's a thing that I feel like a lot of players are paying attention to now. It's like when you got young talent like that, that means you got years. Y'all got time. So even if they don't get it in these next 2-3 years, beyond that, somebody's gonna be like they'll play with them.
Yeah,
because they're literally a player away.
And they got the overseas appeal.
Exactly.
You got Dirk there, just think about him sitting there learning from Dirk. He ain't playing.
Saying. But Porzingis learning from Dirk is scary,
man. And I think they're gonna have Dirk play a big role in the offseason.
That's the best. And that's where I want to go with Porzingis. That is the best part of this, the Dirk aspect. And it's not even just from learning from Dirk. You know, Porzingis was the athletic god. Towards ACL. Now he got to work the ground more. Who better to learn off the groundwork off than Dirk?
And Dirk
turn around, fade away,
role or something. They're gonna give him some type of role. He getting a stake or something in Dallas.
Yeah, he's there forever.
He gonna be there working his problem. He probably hire him to make sure that Porzingis is on point, like working with him. He gonna probably show him some of his tricks, help him master that nasty little step back, the nasty little fade away, turn around, fade away,
like
the
kick out, bro. He's going to beat Dirk big lane. No, I can see it already. But then still touching on what you said, them with that overseas appeal can be a dangerous thing for the NBA.
For real.
Like, because if they get to the point that they're a team where, like, all these overseas players want to play at.
You're an overseas free agent, too. It's like,
why you just look like, why not play there? Because they understand our style of play more. Yeah. So if you get a whole team that just understands that style of play.
Two of the best.
And Rick Carlisle's a great coach.
Two of the best overseas players that we've seen coming out in the last 5 years,
right? On the same team already.
Porzingis and Doncic.
Exactly. Like it's no telling when you might run into another Antetokounmpo, or you might run into another anything.
They got his brother, don't they?
Right.
Too?
I think so, but he ain't.
I don't think he is good, but I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying that's what I'm just saying. It's just that potential, and then clearly, if this turns out the way that they think it's going to turn out, they're going to start drafting in that direction more anyway. Scary. And in that direction. Honestly, a lot of European players can play across the board. Yeah. They just not as fast, but they not going to need to be. Because they're going to be putting up crazy numbers. Because if you got 1 through 5 that can literally score anywhere on the floor.
Yep.
What can you do? Like, I understand.
Inside out. Porzingis inside out.
Exactly. Like, I understand Steph can shoot from wherever. But what about when you got 5, 4, 3, your 2, and your 1 that can shoot from?
And Tim Hardaway is not a bad pickup for them, especially.
No, that's a great pickup.
He's a nice, because you still got Harrison there, and Harrison been doing solid. So Harrison is like your 3 or your 4. Porzingis, when he come back, gonna be your center. Because Harrison got 2-3 years left, probably 2, I think. And then you got Hardaway that's got a pretty lengthy contract. And Trey Burke, you got good value in Trey Burke with Jalen. And you got Jalen Brunson from Villanova. Who's been a starting point guard as of right now.
Yeah, I feel like people been sleep on the Hardaway. Them getting Hardaway in that trade too. Cause
he could give you 30
easily,
and he'll fit in better with Luka than Dennis Smith because he's a 2 for real.
You're putting shooters around Luka. That's scary.
Yeah,
and remember, Luka can shoot himself.
Hardaway could play. People just weren't paying attention to it because he was playing for New York.
Pick and roll,
but he was putting up numbers in New York.
Yeah, he was.
Like Tim was putting up numbers in New York.
What he averaged almost 20 a game, if not 20.
Yeah,
we leaving Porzingis and the Knickerbockers. Let's just go straight into the Anthony Davis talk. He's officially requested to be traded. He talked on camera about it. Seems like he's done. It sounds like they're forcing him with LA. He said they're not, but you know what's going on behind the scenes.
Right.
All of a sudden, his dad is talking, like you said earlier. He all of a sudden got an opinion. I mean, we saw it. We saw it in the summer. We saw him buy the house. We sat quiet.
Exactly. But when he bought the house, I was kind of going back and forth with somebody about basically giving the same thing that you were saying about before LeBron went to LA. We'll watch out for the Clippers because I feel like it's pretty much written in the clouds that Kawhi is going to the Clippers.
Yeah,
I think so.
It's going to be a battle in LA.
He's going to be opposite of LeBron.
Right.
They getting that. They working on their new stadium. I don't even know if they started yet, but I know it's supposed to be.
That stadium, it's not going to be here till like LeBron's career is over.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just
that's what I was looking at, and I was trying to tell somebody when they were like, they were basically saying like, why would AD go to the Clippers? And I mean, I know he's not now, but this is before all of this extra was said with it. And I was like, I mean, you got potential of a new stadium. It's like you're gonna be the face of a team. You get Kawhi with you. I was like, that could be great. And I was like, and honestly, the Clippers aren't terrible right now.
Oh, they're a grit and grind team. They just need a star.
Right. I was like, they got a team. You just fill in the blank. Yeah. Like, and they'll be a contender.
But all you really need is Kawhi. You don't even really need. You pretty much, if you don't need the top, you don't need the next best free agent to go over to the Clippers because they got nice pieces. You could get away with Kawhi and then probably find a second tier, third tier player to throw in.
Right, but that's what I was just trying to get. I was just trying to get people to see that, like, before all of this came out, I was basically saying, watch out for the Clippers. Like, they could shoot their shot at AD and it could
Jerry
be
West,
And
man.
that's where I was finna go.
That's
You
Jerry West,
don't
man.
go against Jerry West.
Right.
Man,
so that's
it
why
hurts.
I was like,
it hurts.
if you like, if they, I don't know what their contracts and everything is like. If they would even be able to get Kawhi and him.
I think they got a lot of money.
But AD, that's why I was like,
I think
They could, but that's.
I think they
probably
have to give it
dump
to
that
Harris.
team.
They have to dump.
Yeah,
I think
Tobias,
Harris.
I think
Tobias.
contracts run up too. So they'll be able to do it, but that's still 2 years down the line. I still think AD will walk to the Lakers at that point. Still,
yeah, I think he would, but I was just telling people watch out, and then people were trying to tell me like Clippers don't have nothing to offer. I'm like, yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
yeah, they got.
I was like,
money.
they could offer the dream of you being the person that start their new building, being the face of their team.
Don't you want to put your banner
And-
up?
Right. And then I was like, right, don't you want to put your own banner up? And then it's just like, if they end up getting AD and Kawhi, it's like, what was really left for LeBron to pick up?
Yeah.
That's a scary thought. I think we spoke on it. If they end up getting nothing, like
Right. And
I
was
don't
like,
know how
yeah,
to react. LeBron, we got to figure out how to get out of there.
He
like,
ain't getting out.
He can't get out, right? Like you said, but we got to figure it out.
Magic will be like, look, get here.
We
Unless
need
you about to
to-
go play baseball.
Let's talk about the offers they've been doing though, because initially they were saying they threw the whole the shebang at them, but now it comes out they offer Lonzo, Rondo, Kuzma, Beasley in the first round pick. For one, how dare you offer Rondo and Beasley in the same pick, like draft? I mean,
First
trade.
of all, I'm looking at this article like at the top of the screen. It says the Lakers lost their damn mind.
Yeah,
And I for real, I think they lost their damn mind. We knew that trying to get AD, you was gonna have to throw in almost everybody, if not everybody. And that's the problem with Paul George. We didn't get Paul George because we were too hesitant. You know what I'm saying? This is not Paul George.
no.
This is a transcendent player. This is a superstar. Like, don't get me wrong, Paul George is good too. He's great. He ain't AD. You know what I'm saying? AD is a game changer. And like, we finna sit here and offer them Lonzo, a first round, Beasley, and
first round, not
Rondo.
first rounds.
Right.
Even if we offered one first round, it should have been like Kuzma, Lonzo, Ingram.
I
And
don't
one of the
understand
contracts.
how Ingram got taken
Why are
out
we
of
leaving
this.
Ingram out of this?
I was like, why are we trying
Is
to
Magic
keep him?
really in love with Ingram for real?
He
He
has
might
to
be.
be. He has to be. Because at this point, I was like, why is he still not
If
being
anybody
offered
should have
up?
been left out the trade, it should have been like, and I know it wouldn't work without Kuzma, but I would pull Kuzma.
That's what
if
I'm
you
saying.
could do it
If
without it.
anybody's going to be left out.
Or
I
Lonzo
would
could be
leave
left out the
Kuzma.
trade because Lonzo brings something to the team. I think that Bi doesn't.
Right.
He's a better defender. Bi might be. It's probably we ain't no Mike. Bi is the better scorer, but I think Lonzo at the end of the day is the better overall player. It's just that he doesn't show it night in and night out. But when you see the flashes, you could tell. I mean, Bi has to be in that deal. There's no room for him. Where he gonna play?
Together,
Point guard again?
That offer was horrible.
Is that the
Like,
point guard?
No,
Is that what it is?
Josh Hart is the point guard. Because I told you, Ron Harper, Derek Fisher, Josh Hart. You gonna remember those names just like that. Even Alf.
I didn't understand when it came forward. I thought the first trade that was potentially going through the head wasn't
answering the phone.
Right,
right,
exactly.
exactly, because it was what it was. Initially, they said it was Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram, and what's his name? How you said
Zubac.
And
you got-
two picks.
and 2 picks.
And you got to
Now,
throw
when
Zubac
they-
in there.
Right now, when they did that, I'm like, okay, we should be good. Like this is good. We gonna be straight. And then
Sell
this
now.
morning, I see what we actually did. And I'm
You have
like,
to sell high on Zubac because I'm not saying that he's not going to be good or at least an average player, but the way Zubac's playing, you got to sell high on him.
I don't even care if
you got to throw him. You got to throw him in
he
that
plays
deal.
Anthony Davis position. Get him out of here.
right.
He should have
exactly.
been.
And he's been playing really good.
He been
lately.
hooping though.
Yeah.
So you throw him in that deal. Now we say, look, we got Zubac for you. You know, we got Kuzma for you. We got Bi for you.
And
we got.
I feel like they'll take Zubac because
We got
Okafor has
Contagious.
been
Then
hooping
they
out
hold
there,
off on
and then
Pope,
you have
too.
him behind it.
They hold off on Pope too.
We need to keep him.
See, I heard that they have to keep him to keep that extra max contract spot open.
Rondo and him making the same thing, I think.
No. KCP making like double digit millions. I think Rondo at 9 or something like
then
that.
KCP only at 12, I think.
Maybe,
I
but
think
whatever
12.
it was, I don't know how it worked because I thought it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But they were saying some way KCP had. my thing is, I don't care about the third star no more. I don't care because you need to do what the Pelicans want. I think right now they probably playing like, okay, let's see if they'll take that. Let's see if okay, they ain't taking that.
I think they're trying to wait to the last minute to throw it all in.
I think that's what they doing, and then because the Pelicans gonna feel the pressure. Their backs against the walls, the deadline. They're gonna feel it, and they're gonna budge on the actual good move. But I wonder who's gonna get left out that trade because somebody's about to get snuck out that trade. I hope it ain't Ingram.
Man, I need him in that trade. Like I said, I'd rather keep Ball than Ingram.
I'd rather keep Ball than Ingram
I hope
too.
they can sneak Ball. That's how I feel. But I don't
even like Ball like that. But
that's my man.
I like it.
I see the potential. I see the potential as that 2 in a possible.
Mm-hmm.
Your 2-star. If you do the 2 in a possible, your 2-star's got to be amazing. Every night we step on the court, we got 2 best players in the league. Period. That's the 2. They got to do their thing. That possible is where it gets tricky.
Yeah.
Now, do y'all think Kyrie coming to the Lakers?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't want him to.
I don't know
either.
why they keep hyping that up. I don't. No.
If you thought Kyrie had a problem with deferring to LeBron, wait till he got to defer to LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Exactly.
Like he ain't grew up that much.
Nah, I do think he's leaving the Celtics.
Yeah.
Like I do absolutely think he's leaving the Celtics, but I just can't see him coming to play with LeBron again. I think it was just like a sorry.
I can't see him.
I understand what you was
Let's
going
get on
through.
that because we're gonna hit Kyrie in a second.
Okay.
But let's stay on the Lakers one time. This is the last one. I just want to see what y'all think about the rumors that LeBron's camp's trying to get Luke Walton fired.
Did you hear who they want?
Who they want?
Jason Kidd.
No.
I kind of like it though.
I don't.
No.
I don't like Jason Kidd.
Only way I like it is if Lonzo stays. If Lonzo stays and you get him Jason Kidd and get him the Jason Kidd rebrand, perfectly fine. If Lonzo's gone, no. If they don't call Mark Jackson,
dude, I don't understand this Mark Jackson thing where he's just not getting the call. Like it's weird.
But I think some of the jobs though he ain't finna set. He like you got to look at where he went to, where he started off at. Like Mark coached Golden State. I'm not taking nothing that's like less. Like I'm not taking.
Whoa.
He getting LeBron and AD.
No. I'm talking about why he ain't getting no offers.
Oh,
I'm just saying like if the Kings call me, no.
Oh no, I get
If
that.
Brooklyn calls me, I mean I see the potential, but no.
Yeah, I was about to say, nigga, the Lakers is gonna be.
I'm like,
great.
forget the AD part. He's getting LeBron.
No, that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think he would settle for less. If I like, I came from Golden State. You got to give me something. I can't come to nothing.
Yeah, you don't sacrifice your record to rebuild type deal or nothing like that.
For real.
But let's get to these potential trades.
They never did.
We talked Kyrie. We could go back into the Kyrie. What do you even think he's gonna do?
Well, I don't know where he's going. I know
Brooklyn.
where I hope he's not going.
I could send him to Brooklyn.
I hope he goes to Brooklyn. Go there, you can be the face of everything.
Mm-hmm. Him and D-Lo.
Go crazy. Go crazy.
I'm trying to tell you.
I don't care what he do. I don't want him on the Knicks.
That's
I could care less about either team.
Is it?
Well then,
he's going to care. That's all I got to say.
What do you think? What you got for Kyrie this offseason? You got him staying, or do you think? Do any of y'all think Boston gonna trade him?
I don't think
Boston
gonna trade him.
I don't think they're gonna trade him.
They can't afford to trade him.
Do you think Boston gonna make any moves? Or they no?
They can't. They really can't.
I feel like they were going to make moves before with the AD thing, but now that it's come out, that pretty much. I feel like me personally, I feel like it's pointless for teams to really trade for AD because it's just like you got to give up so much to get AD.
Yeah, so
you're going to give up. Title. You're giving up all of this so you can get AD, and AD's already telling you like, look, I'm leaving after this year. Mm-hmm. After I play this one season, I'm going to LA.
But why can't you take the approach like New York did with Porzingis? I want out. You know what I'm saying? Like teams be so hell bent on trying to keep a player there. Like, and I'm not emotional. I ain't mad. I ain't mad because I mean, you put it all into that player, and now he want to leave. I mean, yeah, I feel some type of way, but it's like I ain't gonna knock the Knicks. The Knicks did it the right way. They ain't hold Porzingis hostage. He said, "Look, I want out."
I feel like he didn't even say I want out yet, though. It was just kind of like
they said he came in. It was a 5-minute meeting, and the trade was done. The Knicks been working on this,
he stressed. He stressed his frustrations with New York.
Yeah,
And I mean, now AD
but
just
I think that
now
came
did
along
it.
with him not playing too, though. I think if he was playing, I don't think it would have panned out like this.
I think if they would have gave him that contract, he would have been fine. But I understood why they did. ACL, big man. You're
And
still
you was
the
able
Knicks.
to get.
If he turns out to be great, though, they
I mean, I still don't care because if he turns out to be great, the Knicks weren't gonna do nothing with him.
Yeah,
He would have just
Yeah.
wasted his time.
And honestly, even if he turned out to be great, like I said, this go back into me saying when I was able to calm down. Even if he turns out to be great, they honestly got as much as they could for him.
Yeah,
They got a lot for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not terrible.
The only thing, and I think that's what the Lakers looking at too. To go back to the Lakers real quick, is look what they got for Porzingis. I mean, look what was given up for Porzingis. Like, I mean, it wasn't no crazy like besides the 2 first-round picks, what did they really get? So we on a path of we trying to get y'all a little cap relief. Just remember that.
No, I think we still picked up bigger than what the Lakers.
I'm saying, but the Lakers going. That's what the Lakers. That's their approach. They're gonna be like, we giving y'all cap relief. See?
Yeah, well, yeah, cap relief definitely helped, but I still would have took DeAndre Jordan, and he's shooting way better free throws.
Yeah, they about to buy his
Smith.
contract out. DeAndre Jordan and Wesley Matthews.
I'm very grateful of that.
Where they about to go?
I don't know. I mean, that's...
Oh man, there's some big names hitting the market.
I'll take DeAndre Jordan.
I'm trying to think who need a big.
Wesley Matthews needs to be a Laker.
Ooh.
After the AD, you tried out LeBron, Wesley Matthews, AD, Melo.
Ooh.
And that's another thing, though. I've been meaning to touch on that Melo thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Melo
because
just got bought out, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's officially a free agent. And I've been super against the Melo thing this whole time. I'm all for the Lakers picking up Melo right now.
Yeah.
If they do what I think they do, I don't have a problem with it.
Because if they end up getting everything that I think they're about to get, and then you just add Melo in it, now it's literally no pressure on you, bro. Like,
you replace Beasley with Melo.
Just go
like
out
that.
there and just get your flow back.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he don't come right back, we got enough team where it really don't matter.
And this works out so much better because I hate to do this because like it feels like I'm always like making excuses for Melo, but the Thunder just didn't fit.
He wasn't in good situations.
The Rockets don't
I
fit.
feel like the Rockets are a good situation.
No,
They kept telling him shoot threes.
that's not his game.
That's not his game.
They kind of was telling him that in OKC too.
They were. They told him go shoot threes.
Melo can shoot the three, but Melo he
that's
makes,
a rhythm shooter.
You know, he like to get in a pose, hit some mid range.
You could do that in LA. You could get that off in LA. LeBron is gonna if LeBron know that you could give me 20 points in the post, go get me 20. It ain't like he had Kyrie shooting 10 threes a game.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you could go get me that work, go give me that work. The Rockets. I remember when they it was like one of them early games with the Rockets or preseason. He came and shot like a mid-range shot or something, Melo, and they was yelling at him talking about that was step back behind the line or something. What? When have we ever seen Melo kind of horrible? Never.
Yeah. Melo's a dog mid range, but you couldn't take it in them 2 teams.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. This is honestly the first time that somebody broke down why the situations wasn't good and it made sense to me.
I mean,
he had to apologize to OKC when he took a 2.
Yeah,
he took a mid range jump shot. He said, "Oh, my bad."
And now they living off the mid range. Good for them. Good for OKC. I'm proud of them.
No,
Westbrook step back. Paul George goes to
OKC balling.
That's gonna be balling. Wait till Robertson come back. Ain't nobody gonna be able to dribble against them.
No, I still think they ain't gonna be no
chill out, fam.
I feel like don't nobody want to face them. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah,
don't nobody
want to play them in the 7-game series. But
I don't believe in Paul George in the playoffs though.
Me either. And I just don't want to play against Westbrook in the series. Even if we gonna win it, it's just you gonna work.
That's why I want them to play the Warriors. Yeah. They not gonna win,
but you definitely gonna work. You gonna work.
They gonna work hard.
But if they were to pull that off, oh my god, that would shock the NBA.
Y'all think Jimmy Butler staying in Philly?
No,
I think he's going to the Knicks. I think when they strike out on, if they strike out on KD,
he said when,
because I believe KD going there. But if he strike out, this is going to be them signing Amari Stoudemire.
When I said second
Jimmy
team,
Butler.
Look, let me say this right now. on camera.
You gonna be mad, huh?
Big mad.
If we don't get KD, and y'all know I already talk against KD, so I ain't too mad not getting KD. But if we don't get KD and get Jimmy Butler, I am not rooting for this team no more.
Nah, man, them your mans.
No, I'm not rooting.
That is such a Knicks thing. Like that would be Knicks in its core to end up with him. They probably don't get the first pick in the draft,
bro. If we pick up Jimmy Butler,
first of all,
instead of getting KD, I am not rooting for this team.
And he take young players' souls, so
yeah,
he's going to
him and Zion go fight.
He gonna destroy Dennis Smith.
This team.
Your Bobo dreams could come true now.
Now that is
Porzingis cleared the way now.
I really do want Bobo. Like I believe in Bobo, even though he got hurt.
Zion?
Would I take him over? No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Only way that I was taking Bobo is if we got like the 4th pick.
That sucks that if y'all walk out of this with Dennis Smith Jr. and Zion Williams, it looks like a failure. But that's what a lot of teams are wanting and stuff. But
it's like y'all forced. Whoever get the number 1 pick is literally forced to take Zion for the most part.
And that sucks because I put it like
really have faith in RJ Barrett in the NBA.
I think RJ Barrett is the best player.
His game translates better to me.
See, that's what I think. That's why I think it's going to be really interesting. I think because I think RJ Barrett's ceiling he's real close to his ceiling, which is what he is now, which is going to be a great NBA player. Zion's ceiling looks like. Yeah. So you either go with the safe RJ pick, or you go
with the potential.
You could get fired over taking Zion.
Can I throw something out here?
What's that?
This gonna hit home for us.
Nasir.
Tell you Nasir. I see with Nasir, and he's still gonna be he's still gonna end up a first round pick if he decides to get in.
Yeah.
Declare. I really see a lot of Kawhi in him. I really do.
I mean, maybe he's bigger than him too, so that'll be
like. I just feel like he may be Kawhi 2.0, and like if he stays, if he stay another year, it'll look like he's taking. I know he's not, but if he stayed another year, it definitely looked like he's taking a Kawhi approach.
Just imagine if we get KD and then we get Bobo. Like I feel like that'll be beautiful.
But y'all gonna get the number 1 pick.
Plays so cold to me.
Y'all gonna get the number 1 pick, and y'all gonna take Zion, and y'all gonna help the Bulls.
He was out for the season. It was a foot injury,
but he did.
But that's what scared me, though.
Big man foot injury.
Exactly. That's what I said. That's what scared me. Though.
Lately, you got to look at what happened lately. You know, Embiid had foot and back problems.
He's straight.
But
Embiid not as small as this man either, though.
Yeah,
Bobo is small, which is why I think he even played how he played. Like this man was doing like turnaround threes.
Man.
He's 7 foot.
Was going crazy.
But he was still going crazy.
Take a chance.
He was a clean 20 and 10, easy.
If you got the number 3 pick, you got to consider taking him.
Bobo.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
But
will I? No.
I would.
It depends on the team, though.
I would take him more at like 5.
Exactly. If you Chicago, you probably don't have to take Bobo.
No.
If you Chicago, no, I'm saying you don't have to.
Oh, you don't have to. Oh, yeah. No. If you Chicago, I would love to see them get Cam Reddish. I want them to get Nasir Little so I can go to some Bulls games, honestly, though.
Yeah, that means they have to fall a little lower unless he helps his stock in the combine.
I mean, I think he'll go over Cam Reddish.
See, I think they're going with him. They're going off potential because they look what Roy is doing with him. So it's gonna be interesting how he tests. Is gonna help improve his stock because right now, like his averages ain't, top 10 player, and Reddish is probably gonna go higher, by stats wise,
Well, what do y'all think about a potential trade before we get off this and get into the All-Star game? Mike Conley for Ricky Rubio. I think it's perfect.
I think it was a clean trade.
Yeah.
I like it,
and I feel like the Grizzlies are gonna come up off of that.
Yeah.
I like it more player-wise for the Jazz, but then Utah gets out of that.
What's the Grizzlies trying to do, though?
That's why
I'm wondering what they're trying to do.
You pair Rubio and Gasol together. What are y'all trying to do?
Because now you talking real chemistry.
We talking chemistry. That's why I'm like, it's scary. What you trying to do? You got another move in mind?
Because if you remember, we was trying to do that in New York.
Mm-hmm.
When they was trying to get both of these Gasols in New York. So, I mean, I think it's a power move and you get rid of that contract.
Because they don't got their draft pick. Because Boston got it unless it's like the number 1 pick. So, I mean...
I don't know what they're trying to do.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think they got a run in them. And then you would think if they had a run in them, I think Conley's better than Rubio. Yeah. But maybe chemistry comes shape out. And I thought they were trying to get rid of Gasol.
Yeah, they had him on the block, but I would figure if that goes through and you get Rubio, you're not getting.
Yeah, I'm about to say you don't pick up Rubio and trade Gasol. That'd be kind of.
I just don't know what they're trying to do. Yeah, they confusing.
I like it for Utah.
It's gonna be interesting.
I like Mike Conley in Utah.
No, Mike Conley in Utah's a power move.
That's what I think that's gonna be dope.
That's a power move,
and I think that once again,
especially in the West,
like what you were saying. OKC, once again, this is one of those teams that you don't want to play against. It's just like you'll probably win the series. But that's you're going to hard that's series. What I'm saying. That's one of them series that's going to end up going 7 and y'all didn't even expect it to go 7.
And don't let if Donovan Mitchell game elevate, because he turned it on this last month. If it elevates to like real star level, we could be talking Jazz NBA Finals, honestly, because they got all the shooters. Ingles, nice Korver. They got nice big that have Conley. I mean, the best defensive big probably in the game with Gobert,
and a nice solid defensive point guard too.
See what I mean?
They got a solid team. Nobody's going to want to play them in a 7-game series.
They'll be a pretty good all around team.
They're an all around team because, and then people are sleeping on, like you said, they got shooters like they can score. Yeah. Like everybody acting like they can't score. Like they can score. Hey, no, that's my dog. I like
he is a dog though.
But it just don't look right.
That's I mean, if at this level, it's all on Donovan Mitchell because they're not going to be a team that's going to gather up a bunch of stars, but they could be an old school team that get led like Mike and them. Like, well, he ain't gonna be like Mike and them, but. If he could elevate his game to a real star level, like real star,
that's all they need.
That's all they need. Everything else will take care of itself.
And then you just fill in the pieces.
They ain't even got to.
No, I'm just saying like you might go try to grab a veteran or something, another veteran or something like that.
You don't need it. I don't know who, because I have to look up the Jazz roster, but I feel like they already good. Like I really honestly feel like they already good.
What does Engel play?
He's a small forward.
Small forward.
I don't think they really.
They even got Grayson Allen still. Grayson Allen growing up. Like,
how's he doing?
I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure. But they got Favors. They got Crowder. Forgot about Crowder. Dante Exum. I gave up on him. They got Thabo? What?
I didn't know they had Cephalos.
See what?
Well, no, they're deep.
They're literally Donovan Mitchell away. Like him being. If he could turn his game into Wade instantly right now, we cooking with some grease right now. Yeah. But let's get up on this All-Star. Before we give our opinions on the rosters, I'm gonna just run down the rosters because it seemed like we ain't in total agreement.
No, not at all.
I'm gonna start it off with the Wade and Dirk stuff. We'll get into them a little later, but they're on the teams respectively. But the East is Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, Kemba. Those are starters. Bench, Ben Simmons, Bradley Beal, Chris Middleton, Nikolai Vucevic, Blake Griffin, Kyle Lowry, Victor Oladipo, who has been replaced by the D'Angelo Russells. Give me your opinions on the East.
Now let me say something about the East. Wait, name the East bench again for me.
Bench again? Okay, Ben Simmons.
No. I know what I remember. D'Lo shouldn't have had to be a reserve.
No.
To me.
No.
I think he should have got in over Kyle Lowry.
I agree. Honestly.
So Lowry is.
Lowry made it.
Yeah, he made it.
I feel like if it was somebody that got pushed in as a replacement, that could be Lowry. But I still don't know if I would have picked Lowry. I have to look deeper into it.
Yeah.
But I feel, and you know this comes from a Knicks fan.
I like D'Lo.
I think D'Lo should have made it. Mm-hmm. Like he just should have made it. Like he been balling. Like it just is what it is.
Yep.
The Chris Middleton really catches me super off guard, but it's just like I don't know if I
can
argue with it.
That's the thing. I don't know if I could. I'm not qualified.
Hey, look, I didn't look. This is my first time because I ain't really hit a whole roster. When you said Chris Middleton, I was like, man,
that's why when you said it, and I
look at his stats real
Chris
quick.
Middleton.
Like I feel like they're rewarding the number one team, but I don't know what he's been doing, so I'm gonna relax.
Right? Yeah.
Could you pull up some stats?
I'm about to find out what he's been doing.
Where I wanted to go is. I understand Victor Oladipo messed his leg up. Victor Oladipo ain't no All-Star this year.
Well, technically he is, but he's not.
No, he's not.
No, I'm talking about he still gets the berth. That's what I'm saying.
No. I'm saying he shouldn't even have got that. That should have been D'Angelo's spot. I know he got hurt and people. That's Middleton?
17, 4, and 6.
I mean, okay. I mean, but is anybody missing?
That's what I'm saying.
But is that...
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, who am I replacing them with?
Because all the snubs in the West. And
That's
we'll
what
get
I'm
to
saying.
all
yeah, it's a lot of
West
snubs.
side.
We'll get to them in the West.
That's
Yeah.
what I was like,
on
on the East, it's just like,
Okay.
right, it's just like, it just sounds weird that he there, but,
He
you know, Paul
LeBron's
George
spot.
and them ain't over here no more.
He literally took LeBron's spot.
Yeah, so.
The Middleton took the small forward for the small forward. But Oladipo was hurt this year, so D'Angelo should automatically. I'm just happy my man's is in it.
I just feel like he should just have a slight chip on his shoulder, even though he made it.
Yeah.
What would be your criteria to replace him? If you don't mind?
Oladipo?
I'm talking about like if you said Middleton, and see they got Middleton listed as, I guess he listed as a forward.
But that's the thing. I wouldn't replace him because I don't have nobody to replace him with. Is he in there as a big?
He's in there as pretty much. So I guess he's consistent. What's it? It's guard.
It's guard and forward, all right.
Front court.
Front court, back
So
court. That's how it is.
But the front court that's starting is what, Kawhi and Giannis, right?
I know who I take. I know who I replace him with. I understand why they did it because of records and stuff. But that should have been. And you know what? I'll say that till we get to the snubs part.
I'm about to say because I see a name on here right away that I would have took him out for.
Save it for the snubs part.
Okay.
Save it for the snubs part. So we good on the East and everything. Congratulations to everybody that made it. My man D'Angelo Russell, Brooklyn Nets. But let's get to the spicy West because this is where it really gets interesting. But all these players is in the West.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
It's
gonna happen.
A lot of them. D. Will, one of your boys. It took him a minute.
Dan Wins?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. He made me so mad in that last year in Cleveland that I almost don't even like claim him anymore. My man's came in and airballed a 3. Like that was his moment. Anyway, the West: LeBron, Kevin Durant, Paul George, Steph Curry, James Harden. Those are starters. The bench reserves: Nikola Jokic, my fantasy star, Anthony Davis, LaMarcus Aldridge, Dame Lillard, Klay Thompson, Karl Anthony Towns, and Russell Westbrook. How do we feel about the West? I guess this is where snub talk starts.
I was cool with the West, but me, and I know I said this to y'all already, it's a lot of people that's just like on the fence with it. AD's supposed to be in Paul George's spot. Paul George is balling.
No.
Yes, he is, bro.
No.
Yes, he is. There's no way
that
that Anthony Davis should not be starting right now.
Paul George is probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year at the small
I
forward
don't
position.
care, bro.
That
Anthony
don't happen.
Davis is supposed to have.
step in.
He
that
leading them
spot.
on offense. That don't happen.
AD
He might be
is
the
leading the
MVP.
team.
Let
Like
me
it's
step
just
in for
They're
it.
like one of
him.
the worst teams in the
It's
West.
him.
But in defense,
But still,
of
even with them being one of the worst teams, people wasn't just walking them when him and Drew was on the floor.
They lost.
It don't
I don't
matter.
care what they
See,
lost
in
by.
defense of Paul George, though, this all happened when everybody first was like, this All-Star stuff has to change when they initially took the positions away. You know what I'm saying? So mainly making it guard and front court. So you go guard front court now, you know you only get 2 guards. And then Paul George is listed as a front court as he's on the West. Front court, I mean, think about it. That's LeBron, that's KD, that's Paul George, that's AD. You know what I'm saying? LaMarcus Aldridge. It's Jokic. Like everybody.
Changing my mind that AD should be starting over him, bro. Literally, why? We're talking about them. We're not talking about the teams. I'm talking about them.
Right.
Them.
Paul
If you
George
put
was
up their
like-
stat, if
Paul
you put up
George
their
is hooping.
stat line across, AD was hooping before he just got hurt. AD was
Empty
hooping.
stats,
Look-
man.
look-
They were
look at-
empty
but
They
look-
stats.
weren't empty.
They got no wins.
One
Yeah,
guy's team is
no.
terrible, and the other guy's team is good.
And it's his fault that they
I
did.
don't care. AD should be over him.
They
Well,
did
Luka
right.
should be in there.
Again.
Luka should be in
I
what?
just knew that was
Luka should be in there.
So who you taking out for Luka?
I don't care. Take somebody
No,
out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta
You
say
gotta
who.
take. You gotta take somebody because you're not taking none of the starters out because that's not even.
No.
I already know who here taking.
So-
I went back and looked, but
Are you taking Dame, Clay, or Russell Westbrook out? Now, if we gonna put, because first of all,
People keep saying Clay, and I don't agree with that.
I don't agree. I think that's just ridiculous.
Because
I
I'm
think that's-
tired
I'll
of the
take
Clay
Dame out.
slander that's been. Who?
No, you gotta relax. No,
You already know how
No.
I've been with Dame. So
no. Wait.
No, you know you're not taking Dame
Okay,
out.
all right.
No.
Come here.
I
No.
take Dame
I'm looking
out.
for CJ.
That's like, what?
Just for the sake of the argument, I take Dame out.
For Luka.
Yes,
Dang.
he's box office.
Dang.
Luka-
You don't remember?
Luka is box office, fam.
Luka is box. I ain't gonna lie. Luka's way more box office.
The only reason Luka didn't make
that. But
Luka didn't make it because he's a rookie.
Luka didn't make it because Luka just couldn't make it over the people that made it.
And he's a rookie.
Now, if you would have told me you would take Westbrook out, I would have listened. But I understand why you can't. The triple doubles is still just like, it's like
I wouldn't take nobody out though. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, it's the West, and two, like, Luka is a rookie.
Well, let's talk snub talk real quick because the one I wanted to hit on that one in the East. My one in the East that I would have took Middleton off was Andre Drummond. I would have put Andre Drummond in there and took Middleton out.
And then,
that's what I would.
And then also you got to think too. Blake Griffin's having a great year too.
He's in it already.
He is.
I
think he's starting.
No, he's a reserve.
Is he a reserve?
Yeah, he's a reserve.
But
this is his first one in a couple years.
Yeah. Andre Drummond. Yeah. But see, the Andre Drummond thing is because he's a traditional big.
Oh, and if I did have to take Middleton out, well, I wouldn't do it actually because I don't know what Middleton been doing. But how do y'all feel about Jimmy Butler not making it?
I don't
perfectly fine.
I'm fine with it.
He been making too much noise.
Yeah,
it's kind of like this is like a slap in the face to them.
Up and down.
This is like
it's barely in the East,
right?
To him, to them, it's like, all right, you talking too much. We about to fix you. You know what I'm saying? He could have got in, but it's like he been doing too much. It's like he's disrupting a lot of situations.
Well, I got a snubs list that I want to walk down real quick, and let's just see how y'all feeling about him. Luka, we already addressed Luka. Yeah. You think he should make it, but you ain't got nobody you pulling out, so he ain't making it. Yeah. How you felt about Luka?
No, I'm fine with Luka not making it.
Now, Luka, that transitions to my next person because I want to make this a whole little subtopic. Rose. Now, Rose, she got
screwed.
Who you taking out for Rose?
I mean,
I'm hot.
Dirk.
You can't.
I am hot about this Rose
Dirk
thing.
is
bro.
We'll get to Dirk.
Bro.
All
right, go ahead.
Bro. Rose ain't better than none of them in the All-Star.
I'm taking Dirk out.
He's not.
Bro.
We'll get to Dirk in a second.
Out. But
don't get me
Rose
wrong.
Literally,
he deserves it. He deserve it, but
my
it's hard.
thing is, like I was telling you before,
this
is I look at Rose as the people's champ. Me personally.
I get that.
Rose was one of the highest voted players for the NBA All-Star.
Who had more votes, Luka or Rose? Anybody know?
Rose.
Okay, I don't know.
But Luka was still, Luka was still ahead of him.
Well, I just want to know because I put that up.
The whole, the main argument was Rose was getting more votes than James Harden. Mm-hmm. Like that was the big thing. Now I understand you're not going to start him over James Harden. Like I get it. I
don't understand that.
That's
honestly, where I want to get to.
Honestly, I'm more with you, but I get why they didn't do it.
Yeah, we understand why.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I get why they didn't do it. I feel like you got the votes. You should start because that's the rules that y'all saying. Yeah. So you telling me he has clearly the fan base and everybody backing him this season, but and we're just going to flat out just not acknowledge it. Period. Like he just don't make nothing.
Yeah, now this is where I want to go, and we need another All-Star reform. I feel like because they pretty much they showed us in these last couple of years.
Rosenthal said it.
They showed us these last couple of years. Our vote don't matter. Period. Because we had two people ahead of some of these people that started. Luka, Rose, and I think Wade might have had more votes than some of the starters. So I understand, like you said, they don't want to make him a starter because a starter kind of means something special. But the same way they made this extra mess for Wade and Dirk, they need to make that for the NBA players. They need one more spot. And I say that one more spot, or just take a spot away from the reserves and make that one fully fans. Because if you're going to sit there and tell us and show us these votes every couple weeks, and then at the end of the day be like, they ain't making nothing. They not even invited to the weekend. What's the point? Because then it could have been the Rose versus Luka fight, but that's a real fan thing. Like, you can't blame nobody but yourself at that point. It put them in the game. That's nonsense that they get nothing out of it. And then the fact that our votes really don't count. Because then I think AD might have had more votes than Paul George. And it's like,
it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Like that, to me, that's just flat out not fair.
Yeah,
it's not. And then it's just like it's
politics.
Are we rolling into this Dirk thing or no?
Yeah, because Dirk and them right now.
No, so like to me, that's just not fair. Why I don't agree with the Dirk thing?
They got a lifetime achievement award,
right? Like first of all, Dirk is already out, even though we all feel like it's his last year. He's saying that it's not.
Yeah.
So what are we acknowledging?
I think he's confused by the offer. I think,
but it's just what are we acknowledging? Why are we just pushing him in the All-Star game? And I feel like it's a lot of old players that did not get this love.
But that's
and a lot of the ones that did, the ones that. But are we really putting Dirk up there with Kobe in there?
Yeah, I am. I think Dirk is one of the greatest basketball players ever.
The reason you do it is because he was that.
He one of the greatest ever, or one of the greatest foreign players ever.
I think one of the greatest ever. I got him above Bird. I got him above. That might be where it stops, but I got him above Bird.
I'm not putting him above.
I think with Dirk.
But no, I do think Dirk's great though. Like I don't want to.
This is a greatness ranking that we're talking.
Yeah, like, I don't want to come across.
If I'm putting you in the top 50 of all time, that is an achievement,
right? Like, I'm like, it's a lot of players. Like, let's not get
a transcendent player.
Right, yeah, we're not saying Dirk back.
I'm not saying he's bad at all.
Yeah,
like Dirk's a legend.
Yeah, get that straight.
But it's just like I don't feel like he should have been shoved in there. Like I understand the Wade thing because it's clear. It's written in stone. Wade this is his farewell tour. Yeah. All of that. Dirk don't even feel like that. And it's just like when it was other players like I know he faced a lot of criticism, especially because of Draymond and but I feel like Paul Pierce was great. I feel like Paul Pierce is a great player. It ended kind of iffy because that's when he started jumping around on teams and everything.
To get on that real quick, I think all of us should be ashamed of ourselves for letting Draymond get away with that. Like
Paul Pierce is great.
Paul Pierce is a legend. Who is Draymond Green to, especially at that point, to tell Paul Pierce, don't nobody care about you. Don't nobody care about you.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the one to retire, and we forget.
And see, that's my thing because it's just like I started thinking about it, and then I was comparing. Don't get me wrong, I do feel like Dirk, at the end of the day, is better than Paul Pierce, but Paul Pierce was still, when it's all said and done, a legend in my eyes. Yeah. I feel like, especially during his Celtics years. Like his Celtics years, he was a dog. Like whether people want to admit it or not, like Paul Pierce was a problem. And it's just like he didn't get this type of love.
The way Paul Pierce went out though, that's all it was. Because he went out as a LeBron hater. He went out as bouncing around on teams.
Yep.
He went around awful. He started playing really bad.
Yeah, because he played beyond his time.
And then he got really opinionated. It was he set himself up.
Yeah, but it just I'm not feeling the Dirk. I think I would understand more if Dirk says
put some respect on his name.
I'm done. Yeah. And then they do it. But then it's just me personally. So then it's just like, okay, when somebody like Vince Carter finally says he's done, do we get that love?
I mean, but I think it's the same thing. I think he might have played it out like differently, like because Dirk's still on the same team. Dirk ain't put no dirt on his name.
I get it, but it's not no dirt on Vince.
Not dirt, but I mean Vince Carter has bounced around team to team.
I mean, he's just been traded as a vet.
He never was like a perennial All-Star, except for like that little pocket. Yeah, Dirk has been an All-Star his whole career.
It's a big difference.
I don't.
Dirk got a ring over LeBron.
I understand.
That's a big difference.
But that team still did.
Dirk getting a statue when it all said and done.
Yeah. But Dallas, I feel like Mark Cuban would have gave him a statue regardless.
I don't like Dirk might get his name on the floor. I ain't gonna lie. He's the greatest player in that history of Dallas.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Like I don't. I understand the way. I need for Dirk to be like, this is it.
But
for it to make sense to me, because if Dirk plays next year, they better not push him in this game next year.
That spot that they made though, that should be that fan spot. They really should do that. Like, all honesty, stop playing with the fans' feelings.
Yeah.
And make it. Don't let it be. Oh well, you voted LeBron in. LeBron was gonna make it regardless.
Right.
Nobody was worried about that.
Pick the first 15 that make it, and then put our guy in. Then put whoever we asked for in. I don't care if it's Zaza Pachulia. Put Zaza in the game.
Yeah, I mean, if he got voted for the people, if the world want him there, then
you think they should just scrap the whole East? I'm talking about like East West and just put just no matter what, just the best players in.
I mean, as long as they got East and West, then no. But if they break East and West, then sure. But as long as
that's some of the reason it's going to become an issue is because of everybody even talking about making the NBA top 16. It's going to be almost all West players.
Yeah, it's going to be the Western All-Star.
It's going to be almost Western All-Star. But that's how I feel. That's what I be saying. Like, that's not my fault that y'all playing bad over there.
It ain't even really that. It's just that all the stars went to the West. So it's like if they was in, because that's really the honest truth. The honest truth is it don't matter, because if those same guys went to the East, those same guys is making it. So they giving the East
making
people
the East or West regardless. You know
Chris Middleton don't make the All-Star team if everything was balanced. Vucevic or whatever, he might not make the All-Star team if everything was balanced. Blake Griffin, like, we're giving y'all a shot to make the All-Star game.
Blake Griffin might, just.
I mean,
he might, but then
it depends. You bring AD over to the East, Blake is out. It's over. That's his spot. Yeah. So I mean, it's really Blake won't make it in the West. Not no more.
He fell off.
So
he's having a great year, but.
Well, let's get to this. Let's get to this snub talk too while we was over there. Finish it. Go Bird. I feel like he should have made it. I don't know who we take out though.
He got snubbed.
I don't know who we take. Well, I guess I'll take Karl Anthony Towns out then.
I would say either him or LaMarcus.
No.
I'll take out Catfield.
I'll take out Catfield.
I think Cat.
I don't even know why Cat's another one like Chris Middleton. I'm like,
it's the potential, and then Cat. But I feel like it started too late for me. Yeah. It's like he has the spurts where we see the Cat from last year. But the Jimmy Butler him time was too much for me, where you just flat out played bad.
Yeah, and they still suck.
Yeah,
they coach just got fired. Yeah. Like
this may be hard for Gobert to even make another one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he gonna make it for sure next year.
I'm just
after the tears and everything, they ain't gonna do that again.
I don't know, because if he don't put up the same numbers though.
I mean, I still got Kevin Durant going east. I still got maybe Clay going. I mean, things about to shift again a little bit.
Depends. I don't know.
I don't know why these players don't run east.
I would have. After all of this, you've seen what LeBron did over
All-Star game.
If KD goes to the East, he's just going to do what LeBron did, and he's going to be there every.
He's going to be drafted.
Depending on what Kawhi and Kyrie do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even believe in Boston no more.
Right, I don't believe in the Boston thing, and
they look so.
If KD does go there, even though I don't want it, there is the potential that Kyrie comes.
Yeah. But Jimmy Butler, we don't care about him being a snub. Draymond Green, he's not an All-Star this year.
He don't deserve it.
He don't deserve it, but that's
I'm gonna say I don't
good,
think
because it's been a couple years I feel like he didn't deserve it.
But this year,
what was the year when it was four of them? Wasn't it a year when it was
that
four?
That was probably last year. It was probably last year or the year before.
But this year,
probably both.
More so than any year, he really doesn't deserve it. This is like flat out.
Yeah,
he's just having little spurts.
Draymond Tucker, PJ Green.
You're going to stop disrespecting Draymond like that. No, we not gonna keep jumping past that. PJ Tucker sucks. Draymond Green is not having the best year, but he's definitely playing miles ahead of PJ Tucker.
It's over.
I just want you to show me one game where PJ has a thing in double digits. A thing. Draymond's had multiple, at least 10 plus rebounds.
I said it wrong. 10 plus assists. I said it wrong this time. I usually say rich man's PJ Tucker or rich man.
No,
which means he's the better version. He's rich.
All right.
He ain't PJ.
You speaking blasphemy right now.
Well, here go my next person. I need them to make a spot for. I understand you can't take Westbrook out. I understand whatever, but Donovan Mitchell should have made it.
No, Donovan Mitchell was not crazy.
Like, let's put like this.
Maybe second half problem too, because he did do better in the second half.
Yeah, he started the season off too slow.
Popularity though.
The guard spot,
like Russ shouldn't have made it.
And the guard spot, and this is like Luka's considered a front court. The guard spot is going to be the hardest spot to make it. It's only 2 guard spots, and it's 3 front courts. The guard spot is going to be the hardest spot to make it, because as long as Westbrook's in the East, as long as Dame is in the, Westbrook is in the West, Dame is in the West. You know what I'm saying? Harden, Steph. That's 4 right there.
And I just got one more that I like.
Clay.
I couldn't believe he might be, but I couldn't believe, I utterly couldn't believe they didn't put DeMar DeRozan in the All-Star game.
I can believe.
Blew my mind.
I didn't blow my mind.
He is
who you taking out?
All-Star. I'll take out Clay for DeMar.
All right, you smoking.
Nah, I ain't gonna take out Clay for him. But I'll take out Westbrook.
All right, you tweaking too.
No, Westbrook. I'm telling you, you really look at Westbrook. It ain't been this year. Ain't been it. He has them little random triple doubles.
Because you can't not have Westbrook in the All-Star game. Like,
But you're not
right.
But
It's because of the triple doubles. But it's just like when you put everything next to each other, Westbrook shouldn't make it.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
DeRozan is.
I'm just
nobody.
The Spurs number 5 in the West. Let's put some respect on them, man.
21.
I can't believe you try to take
21,
Dame
11, 11.
What you talking about?
Westbrook.
I know. I get it.
42% is pretty terrible.
Denver's number 1.
Yeah,
Still?
they tied with.
I didn't know they were still number 1.
24% from 3. That's 64 from. All right, yeah. You might be able to get Donovan in for him.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Look, Donovan numbers better than
that's
him.
who I really honestly believe should be in there.
His percentages are low, and he's really not. He's usually a pretty above average free throw shooter, shooting 64% from the free throw.
Trying to tell you,
I'm about to say, what's the name?
4 turnovers, 4.5 turnovers.
What I'm doing? You listening?
DeAndre Jordan is shooting close to 60% this year.
I'm trying.
I think he might be shooting like
they
62%.
averaging it, but him and Rose are averaging the same thing pretty much. He's just doing 6 and 6. He's shooting 46.
Who you talking about?
Rose is shooting 46%. Yeah,
I ain't trying to hit his stats. He an all-star, man.
82.
Let my man be an all-star.
Nah, I give it to Luka over him. Sorry,
he got to get.
You know, I will give it to Luka over him. Sight. Just to get us quick speculation on the draft, LeBron is drafting Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard.
Of course, he's drafting
Ben Simmons
first.
Wade. He can't get him first.
I mean, first, but
that's why I think Giannis is gonna really mess up the plans because Giannis get the first pick of the reserve. He gonna take AD because he want him with the Bucks too. And that's gonna make me mad.
We got to run up on him, man. He ain't that far.
Hey, if he got to the Bucks though, oh my god, I might get season tickets. Like that's a real good game.
Yeah.
But that's it for this week. Relevant ignorance.
All right, you know, it's a good week.
We back, and I bet we look good.
I know we look good, man.
Hey,
you ugly.
I'm just trying to say, man. Big things coming, man. Big things coming for the show. Relevant ignorance. My brother Zack. I'm Meech, Kirby. We out of here.
We out, y'all.